right, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you great.
Awesome. Hey, this has been an incredible day, man. I tell you, we've been multitasking all day. I mean, I'm excited. The notes that we've taken, trying not to have accidents. But anyway, we've had a ball, guys. This, like Mike said, we can do this every Saturday. But look, my name is Ken Robinson. This is my wife, Lynn. We're here in Atlanta, Georgia. I tell you, I heard about, what has it been now? 4 months. Yeah, about 4 months. We heard about this incredible technology. You guys, I'm an engineer. I'll just tell you real quick about our background. For me, I'm an engineer by education, so I'm a skeptic. I mean, I heard some of the other testimonies. I'm like you guys understand. I was somebody that said, how can this little bitty quarter-sized thing do all the stuff they're talking about? There's no way that could work, right? So I was like, well, I got to prove this to myself. I'm asking so many questions. I'm so glad I didn't let that stinking thinking mess me up. But I tell you, my wife here was my first, I don't want to call you a guinea pig, but but you helped me, you shed light on this, because I didn't believe I had anything acute that could give me an answer to this. And go ahead and tell them what happened with us.
Hi, everybody. My name is Lynn Robinson. And prior to the patch being introduced to me, I was having regular pains with my joints, particularly my fingers and my toes, where I would have these spasms and it would hurt just doing tasks around that. So once I got the patch and I put it on, and it just some magic just happened, because immediately the pain went away. And I have not had pain in my joints in the last 4 months since putting on the patch. I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. And that's what really made me think about using this patch on a regular, because that's what's helped me. Had I not used that patch, I would have to be on some type of medication and other type of therapy that I was not interested in doing. So thank you for introducing us to the patch. It's been helping me. I can do my regular small tasks with no issues. I have not had to have any more spasms. So it's really, really working. So share it with everyone you know. Keep passing it on and share your experiences with other people.
And I'll tell you, Lynn will tell you, I'm a tad bit money motivated. I wanted this to work, but I was very skeptical. But once it did, and I got some other testimonies from a good friend, Ron and Reggie, and some other friends, I was like, wow, we got our hands on something. Like the other leader said, man, an exclusive product that is perfect for direct sales. I mean, it really is. And that brings me to my topic, guys. If you want to, if you want a business like this to succeed, and if your goal is to make money, you got to have a system. I think Mr. Bridges did a great job explaining what the system is, but what does a system do for us? A system actually helps us duplicate and realize, every successful business has a degree of duplication. I mean, if it wasn't, you wouldn't. If you didn't have duplication, you would own a job, okay? And if you didn't have duplication, you would own a job. Self-employment, it's a business, but it's there's no leverage, right? What we have here is leverage, and the only way we can get leverage, what I mean by leverage is the ability to capitalize on the efforts of other people. Okay, the ability to capitalize on the efforts of other people, the power of duplication. I'll give you, a great example for you guys new to this industry, to networking. A example everybody understands is franchising. Think about this. McDonald's is probably, and I don't know the actual stats, but it's got to be one of, if not the largest franchise in the world, right? One of the most successful restaurant chains in the world. And it's run by teenagers. Okay, a multi-billion-dollar franchise is ran by teenagers. How? They have a system that duplicates. And the reason that people follow this system so well, and especially in the franchise business, because you pay a lot of money. I think one of the drawbacks here is that we only pay at most $1,600, and people say, well, I can blow that away on a bad vacation. So it's not. It's not a sense of urgency. But the people that get these franchises, I mean, they go to they go to McDonald's school, the school of McDonald's, and so they learn how to duplicate. I'm gonna give you an example of what I mean by that. I want you guys to visualize walking into a McDonald's right now. Most of us have done it. Where are the French fries? Everybody's thinking they're on the left side. I remember, of course, if you walk into a McDonald's where the French fries are on the right side, it's a bootleg McDonald's, right? The M is probably upside down. I mean, these folks aren't duplicating properly. What we got to understand is duplication is the key. See, I'll tell you what messed me up. When I first got started in this industry, I had the down. I don't want to call it it was bad for this because I was smart, okay? Educated people, and I want y'all to hear me right. People that have had success in their careers, in other businesses, outside of networking, they tend to be uncoachable. They really do, and it's understandable. I mean, you've done what you've done, and you've been very successful at it. You've made money. You've helped other people make money. You've owned a business. You've ran a department. You've been a supervisor. You're a manager. You were the man or the woman in that business, right? How can somebody selling a $3 patch tell you how to make $1 million? And that paralysis thinking kind of messes us up. I was a good example. When I first got involved, I had no sales background, but I was a pretty darn good engineer, right? So I ran multi-million-dollar, a budget. So I'm like, what is this networking thing they're talking about? So I got in and then listen, I did all the wrong things the wrong way. I did it Ken Robinson's way, right? Which got me nothing. Well, no production, no money. And I'm a little money motivated. So I'm saying to myself, hey, I'm smarter than this. Why ain't I making no money? Because I'm doing something that nobody told me to do. I'm doing what I was out there actually reinventing the wheel. The beauty of what Onyx and Steve and Gina and all these other leaders have done, they've already went through the problems. We don't have to be as smart. We just duplicate. Just duplicate. Don't innovate. It's not a problem, guys. And don't think, it's just your problem. If something is going on where it didn't start as fast, I'll give you another example. When I got started 4 months ago, there are three phases of coachability. When everybody would love to be coachable in the beginning, throughout, duplicate, give me the system, I'm gonna do it your way. But what typically happens is this: when you first join something like this, you become coachable. You are coachable. Then what happens? I'm telling you, what happens is we start to think, and then all of a sudden, we start doing things our way. You become uncoachable. And then the third phase, the second phase is uncoachable. The third phase is this: either you quit or you become coachable again. Happened with me. I got started with this company. Good thing I knew this stuff, man, because I saw the signs. I got started and I was ignorance on fire, right? It's been a while, since I really hit networking hard, but I knew what I knew. And I tell you one thing about this business, don't get me wrong. Ignorance on fire will pay more than intelligence on ice. Okay, so being on fire has its upside. Okay, but I was out there. Let me tell you what I did. I went out and I got that diamond pack, right? Man, I started texting folk. Give me your address. Putting a bunch of patches in the envelope, not even telling them what it's about. Just give me your address. You about to get something in the mail. And guess what? I threw enough mud against the wall to some of it stuck. And people joined. And people, hey, I like that joint. Most of it though went away, but I had some success. Think of all of that. I'm afraid to tell you how many patches I mailed out. But it got me some people to join. Okay, probably got me the manager because I just threw them out there. And then what happened was my people couldn't duplicate that. See, everybody didn't buy a diamond pack. Everybody couldn't afford to give away $500, $600, $700 worth of patches like I did to generate some momentum or some excitement. So remember, somebody earlier said this: people do what you do, not what you say. So the way you recruit somebody is the way they would think they would need to do if they decide to pursue what you're doing. Let me say that again. The way in which you approach people is what they will perceive their job to be if they decide to join you. So why not do it right the first time with the system? Well, I don't know. Why didn't I do it right the first time? Because I'm smart. Okay. I knew what I thought I knew. Well, guys, you gotta surrender, and that's what happened to me. See, the first phase was throwing out the patches to everybody. I was coachable, and I became uncoachable. And then guess what? I saw that I flatlined, my business flatlined, so I became coachable again. That's when, hey, they have a website called the 331. I never went there. They have a peak interest. See, I was just going to YouTube, getting videos, sending stuff out to folks. Whatever I found. Oh, they have startx39.com. Hey guys, I never even got on a Saturday training probably for the first 2 or 3 weeks. I was a mess because I was ignorance on fire. But when I surrendered and I said, you know what? This ain't gonna duplicate right. This is not gonna work. What I did was I started to plug in. Write that down. Plug in. Because the system will keep you going in the absence of your understanding. Okay? Your people are dependent. As a sponsor, you have a responsibility. Okay? Sponsor, responsibility. Your people depend on you to guide them. If you're brand new to this, you might not have all the answers, but the system does. I love that acronym. Save yourself significant time, effort, and money. That's what a system does. So you want to duplicate that system. And guys, if you duplicate, plug in the 331. I've been saying, wow. Some people on my table like, wow, I didn't know you didn't know about the Star X39. I didn't, because I was embarrassed to tell anybody. I really was. So guys, realize these tools were put here in place for us. And once you surrender and you say, you know what, I can make, I don't know, I don't have all the answers. Okay, I don't have all the answers. And guys, I'm gonna leave you with this. I know I was all over the place here just now, but I feel real strongly about one thing. And I think my time is just about up. A mentor of mine told me something years ago that I never forgotten. I carry this with me. He said, Ken, he said to me, Ken, what do you want out of this business? What do you really want? And I told him. And so this has been your goal for how long? I said, it's been for a while. And whatever it is, I told him. He said, Ken, let me tell you something. If being who you are could have got you what you wanted, you would have already had it. I said, Now it kind of made me mad, right? Like, he talked to me like that. But he looked me dead in the eye and he said, either change who you are or change what you want. God bless you guys, and I hope to talk to you again soon. That's it for my time.
Woo! Thank you so much, Ken and Lynn. Wow, that was absolutely incredible. I love it. Duplicate, not innovate. Come on, baby. That's what today is all about. We are going to
love it. Love it. That was fantastic.
Level.
Thank you.